Hello everyone, Krydax here, and we are back to Space Engineers overhauling the industrials, I guess. A lot has happened since the last episode. You may notice a few things feel out of place, like this roof. Why are some things smoking? There's a lot to talk about. So,
Energy low.
I played a little bit more with the main goal of finding more ore patches, collecting more stone for basic resources, and ideally finding cobalt, which didn't end up happening. So what I ended up doing is I went to a couple of the ore patches, double right click, because then the drill just stays on, crouch, look down, and alt-tab out of the game while I drill down to the other side of the planet. So I did find a couple resources doing that. I found iron, and we found sulfur, and I think that was it. Maybe coal was the other one. Niter was the one we found originally, and I need to just rename the patches to those. And so far that's all we found. Coal will have to translate into coal power at some point. But as I was drilling down, and I had added a couple things to the base, like I added more wind turbines, and I thought I'd add a roof to help with potential meteor shower damage. So that's kind of the story behind all that. But then while I was drilling, or I was coming back from the sulfur, and there had been a message from, one of those NPCs, and I guess somehow they decided to attack my base. And so there was a ship flying around called Hired Gun. It was from Incon, that faction. And it was shooting at my base and all my stuff. And so I was like, what the heck? So I was panicking. I had to build a gravel compressor, because that's the thing that makes gravel ammunition that can be shot by the gravel turrets. And so I placed 2 light gravel turrets, but the problem is there's no way to manually load the gravel turrets in terms of ammunition, so you have to connect them to the conveyor system. So I built the gravel compressor up here, I put a turret on top, and it did barely anything. They're not very good turrets. They're like little pea shooters. And then I got my pistol, and I was flying around up in the sky, following this ship around, trying to shoot it, with my pistol, and it was doing basically no damage. In fact, I'm not even sure if pistols do damage to grids. It looks like they do, according to that. But yeah, it was pretty rough. And so it took a long time for me to destroy it. I finally ended up destroying it mostly with my saw. Because you can lock dampeners to make auto. And so the dampeners would keep me with the ship, and I kept trying to fly around to the top of it. Destroyed the cockpit, which ended up being kind of useless because there wasn't actually a person flying it, but there was an AI module that I eventually found, destroyed it, and then it just kept boosting off into infinity, and it's gone forever. So yeah, there you go. That's what happened, and it took a lot of pot shots. It was not shooting all of its guns at me very frequently. It would fly around and get confused, and then once in a while it would fly straight at the base and shoot at it with its artillery, or auto cannons, or whatever guns it was. But most of the time it just flew around and didn't actually shoot my base. But it, over the course of 10 or 20 minutes or however long it was shooting at me, it did destroy quite a few things. It took out 2 of the turbines and a couple of those things. It hit somewhere on my little rover that I tried building, and so I still need to repair all this and stuff. This was just an experiment to see what it looks like. And so what we're going to spend a little bit of time doing is repairing and making iron. I think, let's see if we can find it into the list. It was one of the hired guns. It was one of these. This is what was attacking. But early on, it either ran into the ground or something happened and it got damaged. So it was really only shooting, I think, these guns at me once in a while. And so it wasn't doing an immense amount of damage. But if it had just hovered there shooting at my base, the whole base would have So I'm glad the AI is not smarter. So yeah, that's what was attacking, and I had to try to grind all of it away. I ended up grinding down this spot, and it turns out the AI module's right here. So I ended up getting that destroyed. And the good news is that I got a lot of rare components from grinding down like hydrogen thrusters and stuff while we were flying around, and so I actually ended up with more grids than I had before, metal grids, so that's good. I also found out there is a transport container, finally, so we can store all of our stuff in here. It just can't connect to the conveyor system. What else did I discover? I didn't really discover anything else. Motors are really expensive to build, so I've slowly built up enough motors to have like a conveyor junction. This is just an access port, so I can open it up, because I can't do cargo containers yet. And then this is still the thing we had before. I did build an assembler finally, because we had those extra metal grids from the ship. Problem being, it can only assemble a few things. It's for more complicated things. So it can assemble motors quickly, but you have to have a lot of electromagnets and steel tubes. I was hoping that this would let me automate everything that we had already automated. Well, that's not the case. It will let me make enhanced grinders once I have aluminum and titanium, which will be good. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me that's my installation that you're approaching. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. And then I decided we need a lot of stone, because until we find cobalt and stuff, we're going to be doing this stone thing for a while. So I decided to build a hinge, piston, and then this is a rotor. And my plan is to put a drill on this, have it spinning around, and slowly extend it, and then change the angle down a little bit, and then extend it again, and just keep getting a bunch of stone that way. And that one is hooked up to the survival kit, which is what I'm back to. My refinery thingy got displaced. I need to rebuild that, the smelter. Because it requires so much power anyway that it's like I don't have that much power, I can't run it. So we're going to need to build another alkaline battery to run that if we want to. I did find sulfur, which is good. And that means we can get the rechargeable batteries. So that's going to be really important. The problem with that is needing to process the sulfur. And to process sulfur, we need one of the things. I don't remember which one, but it probably takes a lot of power. Probably like the chemical. Yeah, 3.5 megawatts to process sulfur. And that needs ceramics, which we don't have. And a ceramics furnace requires some more metal grids. So you can see we've kind of got like catch-22 squared. I've decided my current system is nowhere near robust enough. I was trying to bootstrap a few layers too high. So my immediate goal is to make like 4 or 5 assembling benches, and I'm going to have one for each craft. And that way I can focus hopefully a little bit less on the handcrafting. Another goal is to get enough wind turbines to power a refinery constantly, so I don't need a battery for that. What should I do? A smelter? See, refineries are more efficient, but require 3 megawatts instead. So I'll need more stone, but I think I want to do the refinery. So we're gonna slowly work on a refinery, and we're gonna need a bunch of wind turbines. So we're gonna have to build a very large wind farm. So, yikes, indeed. The other thing I need to do is repair a lot of this and get a lot of steel going. So yeah, we've got our work cut out for us. Even with everything I did off stream, there's still a lot left to do. First off is, I think, working on the drill, so I don't have to mine stone main. That will be nice. And then the survival kit is running constantly, I hope. That's still going? Yeah. I may need a second survival kit even to work through this stone. So I can have more copper and iron. But I guess we'll see. So let's look at our resources. Do I have any motors in here? No. No motors at all. Motors require 2 steel tubes and 2 electromagnets. I will take all the copper out and all the iron out. I don't think I have any iron in here. I still have a bunch of annoying tools that I want to construct from dying about a billion times. Like, I died so many times to that stupid ship. Sometimes because I ran out of hydrogen trying to fly, sometimes because, yeah, it's just survival kit. Okay. Let's see. Throw all the tools in there. Hey, this gets me some free... Oh, you can't disassemble? Just kidding. Just kidding. I guess we're not doing that. Can these disassemble? Yes. Okay. Nice thing is the pistol weighs basically nothing, so I'm gonna keep it on me. In case of emergency. We'll disassemble all of those things. Maybe it works. Does it work? Doesn't seem to be working. There we go. Very slow. What are you working on? One's working on... Oh, I have this on a repeat queue of just all the things that I use. I thought that could be a good idea, and I just need to supply it once in a while with iron, copper, and move copper wire back into the inventory to make electromagnets, and then move the tubes and electromagnets back into the inventory to make the motors. I guess I should also add probably maybe like copper wires per cycle. Yeah, quite a few copper wires per cycle. Okay, we'll go with that. Maybe not enough. 15 wires maybe is enough. Or no, 6 for the electromagnets and 6 for those, and then that leaves me with 3 extra. No, 4 extra. Oh, so many copper wires are needed. And then the steel tubes to make the... I should also have a spare electromagnet. I think I need more spare tubes than electromagnets, but I'm not really sure. Anyway, and then I have to like manually, move these back up so that it can craft using those. But yeah, that's where we're at. Definitely still a lot of manual things to do. That's not my inventory. I was trying to move. And we do need some silicon in there too. And I'm trying to like keep everything in the container for simplicity. Not really doing a good job sorting it. That's kind of annoying. Maybe I should make a second container, honestly. They're not that expensive. Yeah. Well, they're kind of expensive. 50 steel. There's just so much to do. And originally I had thought maybe I can run the ship. So there were all sorts of adventures. I thought I could run the ship on... And that got damaged. So now we only have 3 atmospheric thrusters, because I don't have enough titanium for that. And so I had thought to myself, maybe I can put all 4 of the thrusters on hinges and face them all out a little bit. So imagine that wasn't facing straight down, but it was at an angle to the ground. Then, by applying a varying amount of thrust to each thruster, I would be able to hover, but also move laterally in each direction. The problem is the game's autopilot, or the, you know, like the, what's it called? Just the game's controls don't recognize how to do that properly. So, unfortunately, even though the design is good, the game, it doesn't work through the game. So you'd have to make really special scripts to do that sort of thing. So that was kind of annoying, because like in Kerbal Space Program that would work. And it's kind of sad when you come up with a cool solution to something and it doesn't work because of the game limitations, but you know, it happens. So there's really no way to make this a good flying ship without having more thrusters. So that is on pause, and I just decided I'm going to have to go by hand. I also thought maybe I can set up some sort of vehicle with drills on the front on a hinge so that I can make a ramp. And if I'm aiming for something like Cobalt, you know, if I know that it's about 500 meters under the surface, I'm going to repair this. It's bother. Oh, all components are deposited. No, I want all components to be gone. Oh, we're out of computers too. Anyway, my thought was I could go away from the top of the ore patch 500 meters and try to make a 45-degree slope all the way down. But that's kind of hard to do. I also think, now that I can just change the Z coordinate and make it go down 500 meters doing that. I'm guessing these are in meters. So we can always try that, try making a ramp down with a vehicle, and that might be a little better than trying to drill down with the hand drill 500 meters. But those are about the only solutions I can think of. What's up, AI? Good old space destructor. I have been space destructed a little bit here. The fabricator also still works. I need a little bit more wind power for it, so I guess I could use that more often. I just don't end up needing... I do need a lot of electromagnets and computers, so maybe this is where I should put those. It's just annoying to have to move things between so many inventories. I gotta tell you. And speaking of, let's grab some iron plates. And we'll try to kind of re-get the base into a normal shape. Oh, we don't want to half panel, we want to full panel. We're gonna need a lot of steel to repair all this. Oh yeah, we were gonna drill first. Never mind. Maybe a second survival kit? Honestly, I need a lot of ingots. Whew, so many things to do. Okay, the drill, I'm thinking like that. Unfortunately, it's not in place, so I need to move the hinge up. That is a big drill. Okay, so the hinge needs to go back up. I had powered it off because I was having power issues and I couldn't figure out why. It's because when I built the assembler, no, not the assembler, the refinery thing, I had a smelter in it. Oh, wait, I do have the smelter. Where did I put the smelter? I forgot I built it again. Oh yeah, it's right here. So I do have the smelter. Good, good. So that can process the stone. We just need enough power for it, which is 2 megawatts. Anyway, the hinge needs to go at an angle of 0 for now. Actually, let's make it go up a little bit. And then we'll attach the drill to it. Like so. This is going to be wonderful once it works. ahead and add that to the build planner. This works on both sides. We're going to be missing a lot of components, I'm guessing. I'm actually really enjoying the challenges, though. Like, the only challenge I'm not enjoying currently is the search for cobalt. I don't mind the challenge of getting the ore out from underneath, you know, 500 meters underneath the ground. It's more the challenge of finding it that is kind of annoying at this point. But, you know, annoying can be fun sometimes. A little bit, at least. What did I need? I don't even know what I need at this point. 50 steel plates, 15 wire, 15 motor. Ooh, 15 motors is a lot. And I only have 5. We do have some computers, thankfully. Steel plates. What are you producing at the moment? Okay, I think I should make a 2-to-1 ratio of those. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good overall. I'm going to take the components off because I can make components really fast over in the fabricator once in a while and just bulk create those. I also don't think cooperative mode works between these. Yeah, it doesn't work. Those have to manually order things. So I needed some more motors, so that means we need more steel tubes. Not 100. We'll do 20 tubes, 20 electromagnets, which means 60 copper wire. And then that's enough to make 10 motors with another 30 wire. Motors are almost 10 wire each. It's rough. It is really rough. Yeah, 10 wire, 2 ingots, 4 ingots for the electromagnets, 4, so 12 iron ingots, and what is that, 9 copper ingots? Yeah. Oh. Scuttler Mark 7. Is it coming to me? Okay, I don't think so. The other problem is I have no defenses right now, so we are totally screwed again. If they show up. I want to extend this up so that we have cargo up here. That's why I built this on top. Also because it just fit nicely. But that way we can extend the cargo conveyors up to here and put turrets on top of the base. I think 4 or 5 of those gravel turrets might be able to do some damage to a small ship. One of them was definitely not good enough. And I need to reconnect these in case of another ship attack. Because right now a lot of things are barely hanging on by a thread. I switched these to be half blocks because I thought that looked kind of cool and it's cheaper. Someday, I know I was kind of all up in arms about I have to have enough steel to build the thing. You can see that I sort of gave up on that. I do still have the goal to build all this, but eventually rather than immediately. Grab that again. Okay, that's not right. There we go. That's connected. Oh, I still need to actually fix this one isn't connected the right way. Okay, let's see. Those. This is going to be a bit of a problem because that can't side attach. So I'm going to have to grind them. That's sad. Place our components, except I do want some steel. So I'm kind of balancing wind turbines. I'm doing the 3 in a row thing. You get slightly less efficiency, but you get more density of turbines by doing that. I think that's a decent trade-off. But it means we need a lot of space between them, which is more steel we're spending. They don't love. Okay. Once upon a time, I had all 6 of these built. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Thankfully, they didn't destroy the H2O2 generator here. We're still good on that. Oh, that's the oxygen. What? Oh, it's full. Yeah, if they destroyed the H2O2 generator, I think I would have been screwed. Can we build a large grid one yet? Oh, okay. We could have built a large grid one. Never mind. It would have taken a lot of power, but we could have done it. Okay, and are these all connected at least to the ground, so nothing super crazy will happen? Let me get these all filled in. I also really want to build these, because without being built, they don't actually provide much armor. In fact, they provide 0 armor. They just get destroyed by anything. Their integrity is like 1. But if I actually build these, their integrity will be 500, and that's decent. This is out of iron. Oh gosh. Survival kit. Okay, there's 700 iron, 400. This has plenty of silicon. Nickel, I'm not really using at all. That has plenty of silicon. So we can do the silicon. Might as well give it some nickel, but I don't think anything uses nickel. You have 283 copper. You have no copper. Still working on those, and I need to feed the electromagnets back up in once it builds them. I'll take those 10 tubes. And then after that's done, I'll order steel plates. This is intense. Intense resource costs. Do I have any more steel? Nope. And all of the people that seem to have built stations anywhere near me are all hostile. I would have imagined some of these would be at least neutral, but they're all hostile, which is kind of annoying. We need 5 computers and 15 copper wires. Oh, we have a lot of computers. Nice. Oh, because that only requires iron and, silicon and copper wire. That's right. So it kept building. Man, we used up all of our copper wire to do that. Interesting. Because it was on the repeat cycle and it couldn't do anything other than computers. Good news is we now have enough computers for it. We already had enough computers for it. Computers, wire, motors. Oh, there's more copper in here. We should distribute that. Nickel, silicon. All of like the ores and stuff I don't need. We also got some armored plates, some armored glass, some advanced computers, and radio comms along with those grids from... If I have the economy DLC, there are neutral trader stations. Well, Doesn't the MES... I don't know. I guess the ones that I added, none of them are neutral. Maybe they just haven't shown up yet. Because I added the... Let me pull it up real quick. Steam Workshop, my subscribed items. So I got the Independent Contractors, Parallax Concepts, and Ember Corporation. And I guess I didn't look into that. Maybe there's another modular encounter system I need to get. But, what was I doing? Oh, giving away the copper. Yeah, and that's the other thing. There could be neutral ones, and they just haven't managed to spawn. Okay, this one's almost done. Move the wire back in so it has a good stockpile. Now that's enough for 10 motors. Goodness. But it seems like these are the only ones that have even spawned, because when I look at the entity list, there's not any other ones. Base pirate outpost, cool. Oh, it won't spawn until you get closer. Okay, I see. Makes sense. Are you done yet? No, almost. I needed some more steel too, didn't I? Is that enough? Yes. So then once we've got this drill, the next goal is to get enough power to run the smelter. Feasting and resting. Those are some good things, Dave. Progress has been happening slowly. The good news is, apart from things getting destroyed, which I did lose quite a few steel plates worth of stuff from that hired gun attacking me last night. You only increase in resources, apart from the battery pieces. And we are going to drill into the earth. It's not going to be the fastest thing, but it doesn't need to be. Okay, so we'll set the rotor. I think it's ready to go, right? Yeah. Rotor. Oh, I should do inertia tensors on all these. Piston, inertia tensor, and hinge. Okay, so the hinge is good to be locked where it is. And then the piston I won't move yet. The drill we will, or the rotor. Oh, advanced rotor, that's why it's at the top. Go ahead and spin? No, it's not spinning.
Meteor storm inbound.
I swear, if one of these meteors blows up something important. Come at me! I did get some sulfur from a meteor, which had excited me, because it was almost enough for a battery even, but then it ended up not mattering, because I found the sulfur deposit But if any of you have some cobalt, that would just be great. Wait, am I crazy? Didn't a meteor just hit right there? Did it not deform for some reason? That looks like something. There's some weird glitchy behavior with like the trying to mine out the meteor remnants. Sometimes it doesn't work. That looks like coal. Like sometimes, oh, tantalum. That's valuable stuff. You'll see here in a second, there's a good chance of the glitch happening. Like sometimes it just removes voxels without any ores popping out. Of course, it doesn't happen when I'm talking to you guys about it. I promise it's happened. Did we get all the tantalum? Nope, there's some more. That's it. Cool. Okay, so that was a valuable one. That looks like iron. Doesn't really matter right now. Silicon. That one has some silver, but again, don't really need silver. So that doesn't really matter. Okay, so we need to put the tantalum away. Then what? And we... Oh, the drill. Why was that not rotating? Curious. Doesn't seem to be working. What have I done wrong? Oh, block's not on. That'll do it. Okay, drill on. And then lower the hinge just a smidge.
Energy low.
Not working. Oh, now it's working. Okay, look at that. Just barely scratching the surface. Okay, so hinge goes down a little bit more. Now what? They're having their own fights, I hope. Please don't let it involve me. Okay. Velocity that way. Oh, that might be too low. Lock that in. Maybe we go like negative 0.01 and then we just take off from it. Let's see if that works. Maybe the rotor can go slightly faster. See if that works out right. guess it'll run into the ground right there. So I will have to dig out underneath it a little bit so that the hinge can do what it needs to do. Okay, I can make the hinge go slightly faster, I think. Sweet, it's working though. Okay, that will allow for a much lower angle before it hits anything. And then, where's all that stone gonna go? Well, it should go into the smelter and the survival kit automatically. And then we need to remove the gravel. I get a lot of gravel. Is the assembler? Yeah. I guess it was just trying to find a place to put it. Got all the gravel? Look at you, mining stone. How much stone do we get? 442, 536, 325. Nice. Okay, yeah, that should be more than enough to keep things running. So that's good. Let me grab the iron and copper. I can make sure these guys are still running. You have iron? Nope, you're out of iron. Just constantly out of stuff. What do you have? Oh, a lot of steel tubes. That's good. A lot of copper wires. That'll help make more electromagnets. I guess I'll take those. And that's... You need equal ratios to make motors, so... Take these. It might be too many small steel tubes. I feel like I don't need all that many steel tubes. Nice. Sweet. Okay. Keep this going. Recharge on energy. And we now need more turbines, so we can start running the smelter. And that takes 2 megawatts, which is going to be about 6 to 10 wind turbines. Crap. What are they getting me right now? 230, 260, 230, 270. So yeah, it's going to be about 6 turbines. No, 8 turbines. Goodness. Maybe I should just make another battery or two. Start working on more batteries. How much are those cells? We need 120 alkaline power cells. So it's 240 ice, that's cheap. Then 480 copper ingots, some of which is turned into wire. Okay, that's not terrible. Maybe I'll just try to keep batteries in supply. I think that might be a better path. Now that we've got plenty of stone for the smelter, and that's automated. Okay, so if I want to do that, then we need to interface with the fabricator. And we're going to make 120. Okay, I'm getting a call that I think is about my car. Gotta pause real quick. Oops, I was muted. Now I'm back. OBS is doing the weird glitch thing again where it uses more CPU after unpausing. Do not understand. Okay, so we need 360 copper ingots and 120 wire. I think we have the wire. Is there wire in here? Yeah. Oh, and we already have 19 power cells. I should probably keep some of those for small batteries. Those need 6 each. So I will keep 18 in there. And then... yeah, none of that is what we need. So... ooh, it's already getting down there. Cool. I can probably turn it off for a minute. Hinge. Oh, shoot. Nope. Off lets it just... I have to lock and then off. Oops. No. Hinge on. Where's the lock off? Where's the lock button? I literally can't find the hinge lock button. It's gone. Oh, I'm on the piston. Gosh. Well, I don't know why it's not going up still. No! Oh, because the piston was on. Oh my gosh. Well, at least that's still alive. Does this take damage? Piston is okay. Piston will need a new head, I think. And then the drill is okay. So it's really just the rotor that got destroyed. That's good. Wow. Okay, well, that's fine. I wanted to turn it off anyway. It's off. For now. It's off. And then what we need to do is move... How much iron did it take to make the batteries? None? No, 3 each. Okay. So 360 iron. The fabricator has enough iron, and now we need copper. Gravel. We'll steal some copper. 238. And some copper wire. Okay, so fabricator needs all but 3 of that, which is 357. And you need 120 copper wire. That's gonna do that thing. But still work, even though I don't really have enough power for it, or at least it's very close. Makes an annoying noise. But it's not enough of a slowdown for it to not work. But it's like constantly overloading the grid with power. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, and I guess I can schedule one less. So it's 114. Okay. Well, that's all happening. 16 up, 16 up. Grab all of this, all the goodies. So we can build some things. I'm gonna have to listen to that for a little while. And I guess build a battery. I'll just put it over here. It's fairly cheap. 50 steel plates, 25 computers, and 30 components, and 40 wire. And we get that back when we deconstruct it. So we need some construction components. 15 more computers. Should do it once we have those power cells done. And then we'll immediately turn it off. And unfortunately, there's no way to only use the power cell for the refinery. Like, it will power these things as well. I don't think you can limit a battery's output. Yeah. Otherwise, I would limit the output to exactly, 2 megawatts, so it would just add that much, or whatever number I need. But yeah. So it's really only gonna last like half an hour each for the refinery. Or smelter. I keep calling it a refinery. It's a smelter. How we doing? Let's take a while. I think this is 4 times as fast, though, as the other one. As these. One has no production queue. Okay. Let's make some plates and wires. This one's got a little bit of everything for me. Wires back in. We actually have some motors. That's very nice. Looks like we have enough steel tubes for a bit. Oh, I got some aluminum plates from the enemy ship as well. I don't know if 19's enough for anything special, though. Okay, so we need more of these. Already got them started. Let's see if we can get them finished. 24 wire, 20 components. There's some components. Was that 23 wire? We need one. Oh, no mas. Oh, that's 20. Okay. Here we go. Wind turbine number 5. And then numero 6. 5 electromagnets, 30 plates, 14. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Need 2 more up there. Five electromagnets, wires, some wire. The amount of copper wire you need is kind of absurd. Just like Factorio. But, you know, I guess that's somewhat realistic. Things use a lot of wires in real life, too. My roof needs to actually be built. This ain't protected from a meteor. Well, I don't know. Would a meteor still explode on the first thing it hits? Or does it do a certain amount of, like, pass-through damage? I'm not really sure about that. I also am curious, because I didn't really have time to think about it, with the gravel turrets, like the difference between the damage and the rates of fire and stuff. The big ones cost way too much and are way too big, so I didn't build any of these. But looking at the different information there, it looks like the big one's way slower at aiming. Reload 6 seconds after every shot. So, very slow shot. 150 meters a second. Projectile speed, 1 kilometer range. This is only 560 to 700 with like a fall off. I don't know what that little eye is. But I assume that's a different type of projectile. It looks like that's saying it does 10 grid damage, 25 personnel damage, or 20 headshot damage. Totally understand what those symbols are, whereas this one does 1500 grid damage in a radius. So these actually do good damage. These not so much. You need a ton of these. Also, the rotation of this one is not... It can only aim 35 degrees up or 20 degrees down. So that's like, there's a big cone above it that it can't shoot. So these kind of have to be aimed more or less in the correct direction, which would be, you know, sideways up to the sky. Because otherwise, anything straight ahead wouldn't get hit. And then this one, pitch can be 90 degrees, so that's not really a big deal. I think if I have enough light gravel turrets, we'll be okay. Probably need like 20 of them. Okay, are you done yet? Nope, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, and then what did I want to grab? More electromagnets? Like the wind just went down. We had enough power a second ago. Need some more steel plates for this guy. Put away a few more motors, because I don't generally need huge stacks. We just have to remember we have a lot of steel tubes in here. I'll keep 10 on hand. Alright, 6 wind turbines. Now, really what we want is a rechargeable battery. Let us take a glance. To produce acid power cells, we just need more of what we already have, and then sulfur. 500 sulfur, or however much we would need to make the whole acid battery. Just 100 acid power cells. So, we do need a chemical refinery to refine the sulfur, and that means we need ceramic. So I could try to do that next. Melt materials together to make glass and ceramics. I don't know what goes into ceramics. We might not have the resources we even need. And that takes 3.5 megawatts. So, yeah. But that could be the direction I go, and then I can stop having to make power cells all the time. And I can just run, like, one power-hungry building at a time. So that's an option. What are we doing? Oh, is this done yet? That's fine. Almost. Almost. Okay. And then I'll need to rebuild the rotor. Fun, fun, fun. Of course, now that I get the smelter up and running, I'm gonna run out of stone. Perfect. Perfect. Yes, just as I drew it up. And why don't I turn this off? Toggle block. Oh, it has a little panel on it. That's fun. Wait, you're supposed to be off. It's weird that it doesn't let you toggle it off before you finished it. Okay, so we've got this guy, which will only run our smelter for half an hour, but it'll be even less than that because the rest of the base takes power. Now we gotta fix this garbage. Okay, hinge. You need to go up. Oops, slow down. Lock into place. Now we're gonna rebuild the piston. Oh, no, the piston's fine. We need to rebuild the piston head. So the piston needs to go negative velocity. And then add piston head. Grab some more steel plates. Okay. Beautiful, and then we need to make a rotor and then pop the drill on. Nothing too crazy. How much do rotors cost? Advanced rotor is 4 motors, 4 steel tubes. Not terrible. 4 motors is pretty expensive. And what about the top part? Steel tubes and plates. So, thankfully this has been making some motors. Throw some wire in there. Looks like I need components and steel tubes or steel plates. Oh, this is out of iron. Wonderful. Okay, survival kit. Give me things. Give you iron. Copper. Honestly, you can never have too many of these. I should have just put it on repeat. Okay. What's even more sad is I can't attach any storage to the network yet.
Energy low.
And so I can't, like, actually collect all of that stone. It's constantly going to be overflowing. Maybe... Can I get an event controller yet? I wonder what those require. Probably advanced computers or something crazy like that. Event controller, sensor clusters. Yeah, so I can't do that. I was thinking I could have it track somehow the inventory of stone. I don't even know if I can do that, but we need some steel. Okay, there we go. Gotta pick this up. A little big for the inventory. Oh. Had a full inventory of stone. I guess it's good. This thing has a big inventory. So that's one place to store stone. Okay. So, let's carefully review what we're doing this time. Goodness. Hinge is the thing that moves really slow. The rotor is just always on at a relatively slow speed. Keep that torque low, and so the rotor goes at, what did we say? What was it, like 0.15? No, I think it was 1.5. Yeah. Okay, and then the hinge was the very slow one. Current angle's 3. So the velocity of the hinge lock is off. Velocity is negative 0.1. Too fast. Negative 0.03. Was it 0.01 that I had? I don't remember what I had before. And then I need to turn on the... And I think it'll just grab that stone. Let's see. Maybe? Yep, there it is. There's the 24,000. Okay. Sweet. Okay, drill is functioning. And then we have the hinge go down slowly again. Velocity negative 0.01. Hopefully that's not too fast. Hard to even see it moving, but if you watch the stars in the background behind the thing, you can see it's slowly moving. Yeah, I mean, it's not like a huge swath, but it works. Rather be on the safe side. Okay, so that's functioning. I mean, once the drill is full, it won't matter anyway. I'll just turn it off. Now we put the smelter to on. Breaks our power, but then we take the battery. And then we should have enough power. And unfortunately, the turbines then output nothing, and their power is just wasted. Which is a huge bummer. And we only have 26 minutes of power. But the refinery is doing good work. Why is it not? Oh, it's called a smelter. Smelter's doing good work. And I even have some iron that I found. And we have a whole iron deposit, so I could go get inventory for iron. I'm pretty sure the smelter does process iron, right? Yes. So it keeps wanting to be filled with stone because of the drill. So that's kind of annoying. Here, we'll put the iron in the drill. How's that? Also grabbing some ice now as well. What's it doing? 10 at a time? 12 at a time? And that's going up by how much? 42 to 58 at a time? So it's like 2/3 of iron ore becomes iron ingots, or something like that. Cool. Okay, well that feels really good. We are gonna want to quickly get another 120 of these though. Which means 120 copper wires. I'm gonna have this one just focus on copper wires. And it will need more copper. Take some iron and put it over here. Oh, this one also needs its own wire to make electromagnets and such. We always need more motors, so that'll be enough stuff for 8 more motors. Okay. Sweet, sweet, sweet. 80 wires, not going to be enough, but come in. The assembler is now filling up with ice and gravel. That's bad. We're not using the assembler, but that's bad. Fabricator going to do the same thing. I wonder. Yeah, it trying to store gravel anywhere it can fit it is really bad. We need to dispose of gravel somewhere. How are we doing over here? I feel like we're about to run into issues, but it hasn't quite gotten there. This lip is gonna be annoying. Dig into this spot a bit. Hello? Okay. Keep it going a bit. And then once it's kind of done a little bit of a swoop, then I can bring it back up and then extend the piston a little bit and then have it do another swoop. And that one will cover a slightly bigger area, and eventually it'll be 10 meters extended.
Fuel low.
So it's the simplest way I could think of to get a very
Critical.
large swath of dirt without requiring too much stuff. Yeah. That's not that. Did we ever get enough wire over here? I don't think we did. Fabricator. No, it's got enough ice. And the copper is just gonna have to keep up from the smelter, which has plenty. Which is good. But why are we not producing anything? Oh, the fabricator's full of ice. The stupid ice is trying to go everywhere. Dang. Oh, that's so annoying. That stupid drill is grabbing ice, and then that's trying to go inside of everything that can hold ice. And that's clogging our assembler and fabricator. Clogging everything. I'm gonna clog this one too. This only has 31,000 liters. That's annoying. We're gonna need like an ice and gravel disposal system eventually. But at least it's working. We're getting crap tons of stone from it. That ice is always going to be a problem unless we make it go deeper. I don't know. How much stone does it have? Is it full? Yeah, it's not quite full. I guess the other strategy would just be to move the copper preemptively into the fabricator. And then the ice won't matter. I think we have enough. 80 plus 40, 360 copper, so not quite enough. Oh, but you already have 40, so that takes off. Yeah, okay. So this will be enough for a second battery. Wonderful. Once this first one runs out. and I can just not worry about it for 20 minutes or so. I also think I will stop the hinge. Turn off the velocity, turn off the drill. Sweet. Okay, so that's a lot of resources. And then the question is, do I work on a refinery first, because that does a better ratio? And the other thing I'm wondering is, like, does a refinery give us more resources for our stone? Probably not, so I don't think I'm going to do that. So then finding cobalt is another really big process. Didn't we decide the sulfur's nowhere near? Yeah, I need the ceramics one, and then I need the chemical one. And I don't even know what goes into ceramics. Maybe we find out. Maybe that's what's next. Let's find out what goes into ceramics. Expand the floor a little bit here. And go ahead and grab the ceramics furnace. Wow, that's big. Those require 10 grids and 20 heating elements. Do I have that many? 25. So get those swapped in. I don't think we're going to keep it there. I just want to know how this all works. Right click, middle click, 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 click. Let's see what's missing. Wow, we had everything but some steel. I think the mod page has a list of all the recipes. I should probably just use that rather than building it to find out. But sometimes it's kind of fun not to know. But it's going to take a few seconds of building here. And there we go. Alright, go ahead and turn that off. And we can make ceramic from carbon and silicon. Okay. So we're gonna need carbon, glass from just silicon, and armor glass from aluminum and potassium nitrate. Alright. So we're gonna need carbon. We already have the silicon. I want to say... is it the gravel crusher? No. What is it? Rock crusher. No. What's it called? I've seen the thing that says something about making carbon. Coal. What is it? Ore purifier? No. There it is. Chemical refinery. Wait a second. If that extracts pure carbon from coal, and I need ceramic, which requires chemical refinery to make the carbon, there must be another way to get carbon. Otherwise, that's a deadlock. Okay. Interesting. I can't build the rock crusher without ceramic either. Yeah, we need ceramics for a lot of things, so I guess trying to find carbon would be potentially the next thing to do. Let me look and see how deep carbon is. Is carbon even an ore? Hmm. I'm not seeing carbon listed in the industrial overhaul. Let me go to the industrial overhaul main page. Hmm. Let's see. Carbon. Where does it say anything about carbon? Coal produces carbon in a chemical refinery. I'm aware of that. Oil refining produces carbon. Okay. And I think that's it. So then, is oil refinery? Oil cracker. Aha, we can make an oil cracker. So we're gonna need some oil then. To be able to get the carbon for the ceramics for the... Oh my gosh. It just really goes in circles, doesn't it? Never stops. Make another 127 of those, or 120. Means 120 fire. Good thing is we have lots of iron now. That's going to be less of a problem.
Low.
Copper is a bit limited. Silicon, nickel, not so much either. Let's get rid of those. Copper goes in there. Keep going for a while. And then I want to put the iron in a new one. That's just going to make like 1 billion iron plates. We'll jam another one back here. We do need some random items, which probably I have here. No, 40 components, still 20 more plates. Why don't you make plates? First, did we leave any plates in here? I did not. Get. Yeah, now that we have so much iron, this one can just focus on steel plates. And maybe the large steel too. Do need some iron. Gravel's gonna be a problem as well. I'm gonna need a transport container just for gravel. Aren't I? Already got 50,000. Although the gravel crusher that makes the gravel ammunition, I think, is helpful. What's the... Do I have some of that gravel ammunition here? No, I don't know where it went. I had some at some point. Maybe it got destroyed or something. Okay, there's the plates. Need the components. Is that enough components? No, we need 8 more. This one's also good at making components. That's just from iron alone. So we can get lots of components And then, is it 5 each for diamonds? Oh wow. Okay, okay. Maybe I do need to go mine some more iron as well. I have 10,000, right? In my inventory? I have a ton, I can't remember how much.
Energy critical.
Bam. Okay, 2,000, not 20,000. But 2,000 is enough for 600 steel plates. We are just gonna let that go. And yeah, I don't know how to find oil. Is it a different kind of patch? I don't really know. Or does it count exactly? Is it just an ore? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if it's just a special ore that's called oil, but it's really just a rock like everything else, or if there's something else we need to do. Oil cracker, coal boiler. Oh, we do have coal. So maybe this would be a better way to make power. Hold on, I completely forgot about that. Coal boiler produces 100 steam a second. Steam turbine. Max output 50 megawatts, but we need titanium for that. So that's enough. That's not going to work either. And it's 50 titanium, so it's not even like I could deconstruct those little engines and make do. Oil. Is there like a drilling rig? There's a geothermal wellhead. Is there an oil wellhead? Oh, wait, we need one of these. Extracts crude oil from oil sand. I see. Okay. So there's no, like, liquid oil. So we need to find oil sand. Cool. Cool. Well, I think our battery died. Yep. So we have to tear it down to the power cells. I think we actually have to replace the whole thing. I'm curious if we were to rebuild it from this stage, if it would end up being dead or not. I think it would be. I don't want to risk it. I can't afford risking 120 power cells at this stage. Okay. So then we will... Oops, right. Middle click over here. Bam. Bam. And I won't finish it up yet, but we'll have this ready when we need it. Okay, and then I need to turn off smelter. Starts everything back up again, and now this guy's got all the steel plates for me. That'll be handy. And I probably should keep designing this thing. And maybe, just maybe, I can find oil sand and cobalt and other things. With some amount of luck. We will need a control C Gosh, it feels so good when it says all components were successfully withdrawn. I feel like that never happens anymore. All right. Go. We do have 2 little batteries already that we built onto it. They're currently powered off, so they're not draining. And yeah, so what we can do is turn the batteries on, and then we should be able to drive around. Had it in park mode. Yeah, nothing too crazy. It works. We will need to go to ore patches to actually drill down, so that's why I'm not sure if it's worth it. Because we can fly so much faster. So unless this thing can drill really fast, I can't imagine it being worth it. Could we build little hinges and make it drill down really fast? Oh. Yes, we'll never know till we try. Never know till we try. But we're gonna need drills on hinges, otherwise we wouldn't be able to control the, like, ramp positioning. So that means we're gonna need... not a 3x3 hinge. A regular one. Maybe forward 1 block. Needs 2 plates. Hey, guess where we can find those? Okay, and then do I want it like that? Or like this? I want it like this. Build planner's empty. Right click on hinge. Part. You have construction, right? Yes. A hinge is done. There we go. Hinge part. Ta-da! And now we need the drills. The second tier of drill requires advanced computers, ceramic, and titanium plates. All of which we don't have. Okay, so we're gonna want it probably like that. The other option would be to have it up a space so it could kind of be like this and then drill down, but I think that should be fine. And we can either angle it up or not. That's probably not wide enough. I might need to go wider. I also just realized I should totally have it on 1 hinge, not 2. In the middle. And then we'll make like a crossbar. Okay. Finish binding and place the hinge. Now, will I need cargo? This isn't meant to bring back materials. This is meant to find things. It's conveyor stuff. Let's see. Small conveyor. Small conveyor stuff still requires motors. Everything requires motors, so it's relatively expensive. And can we not build medium cargo containers? Yeah, those require aluminum plates, so we can't even build medium cargo containers. We could just build a bunch of little small cargo containers, and at that point I might as well just fly. So I'm not thinking that's really worth it. Engine is unpowered at the moment, that's why that happened. Turn that on. Let's see. Pop out. And we're gonna need like this. That looks better. Now, control period, we can see how big of an area. What are all these different circles? There are 3. Confusing. I don't know what that red one is. I'm guessing the green one is the regular right click. Oh, it shows you right, red, green, up, entity detection radius, gray. What, that can't be right. Oh, those are just directions. The gray is entity detection radius. That's for left click. I have no idea what the red is for. Huh. Maybe the red is where it destroys. And the green is where it mines. And then I don't know what the gray is. That doesn't sound right. I'm pretty sure the gray is where it mines. I guess we'll never know. I mean, we'll know once we mine with it. So, 5 motors each. Steel plates, steel tubes. Oh, okay. Well, let's just find out. Not going to be too hard to test. Steel plates. That one's missing some steel. That one's. The other sad part is there's no way to automate the drill being on with right click. Like when you have drills on off, it only does left click. And so we're gonna have to hold right mouse button the whole time if we're making, you know, some sort of giant tunnel. Ta-da! Okay. He's finished up. I'm interested to see if this is a horrible idea or a good idea. Okay. Let's find out. Block tools, drill. That's right click. Okay, so that's gonna make way too big of a hole. Uh-oh. Can't even get out of the hole. Really? Where's your problem, wheel? Do we need more friction? Limit, height offset. Power, strength. The strength of the suspension, I think? Get me out of this hole! Okay, maybe I need more power. Oh, a gyroscope could help too. Oh, we don't have enough power for that. Guess we need the other battery on. Goodness. Okay, there we go. And this is why people hate wheels. In a nutshell. Let's see. So what we really need is... I do think a gyroscope could be slightly. But we also need control for the hinge to increase... Let's see, it's the lower limit. It really matters. Hey, Ethereum, how's it going? But it changes by such huge numbers. That's really annoying. I wish you could modify, like, how much it increases by. For a game that wants you to be an engineer, not giving you the ability to change the step size of the increases feels really weird. I know you could probably do it with, like, a timer block or something. But that's kind of... Can I even make timer blocks? Nope. 2 aluminum plates. Of course. So, let's just manually set then. Yeah, like what's... Does that even touch the ground? A little bit. Because we essentially want to make like a road for ourselves. So then I would like lower them slightly. Does this work? Well, mean, kind of working. But then it doesn't even have enough power to get out. Because the back isn't heavy enough. That's funny. Maybe I need to make it longer and add another pair of wheels. This just is so much work. I do not think this is a good way to go around to try to find ores. Not to mention we have to drive it multiple kilometers to even get to ores. Kind of a bummer because it's cooler. Where did that go? It's like built something. I don't see where it went. It's definitely cooler, but I don't think it's gonna work very much. That device will flip through the ground someday. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen too. So I do think, unfortunately, we're still gonna have to look for cobalt the old-fashioned way. So we'll have to do some more hunting. The good news is we have more of these alkaline power cells. These are already for an extra battery. We already have the one built. And...
Meteor storm inbound.
Uh-oh, meteor storm. The survival kit's still going, too. Where are they? Oh. Okay, anything good? Anything good? Uh-oh. Iron. No, that's not iron. What are you? Oxide. Ooh, some aluminum. Delicious. See, there's a glitchy thing where it just, like, removes the ground without finding anything. Really weird. Okay, was this anything? No. The other one was somewhere around here. Is it this one? No, that one was there. I think it was that one. It's just ice, though. And there are some back here. Some iron. That one we've already messed with. Ice. Coal. Already have some coal. Not super exciting. Already done that one. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, jeez. What did I just do? Flew right into the ground, huh? So, what's next? I think the next steps are finding cobalt so I can have metal grids, finding oil sand so we can have, what is it? The ceramics. I think those are the two biggest priorities. Let's grab some more hydrogen. Okay, so real quick, let's re-look at our GPS list here. There's a niter rock that we have access to as well, but we also have the whole niter patch. So ore patch 1 is niter, so I'm just going to rename that to ore patch 1 dash niter. I think I should have all the ore patches in alphabetical here, so that one is iron. Ore patch 2 then, I believe, is the coal one. Yep. Then I can delete the coal and the niter signal. I went to 600 meters deep on this one and found nothing. So that means whatever's down there is very deep and valuable. This one was sulfur. I don't know what's in this one. I had iron question mark because I couldn't remember. And I don't think I've dug down into 7 yet. So, based on the Steam page, oil sand... What do we know about oil sand? I don't know. We'll find it. Let's look at the deep ores one real quick and see if it tells me. Deep ores. Oil sand is in the same area as cobalt, and it's between 400 and 750 meters deep. So the only other route that I have is doing what I did, where I build... It's so silly, but it's kind of effective. I build a little tiny box, I build a battery, I build a metal detector, and then I build a control seat. And I do that 400 meters underground where I drilled by hand. And then that can detect in a 250 radius from where I drilled to. So there's a part of me that's tempted to do that. And then I only have to drill down to about like 400, 500, and then create that little device. And it's a pretty simple device, so... Oh, that's just still spinning. Like, we'll probably need, I don't know, just have 20 extra steel plates, and then literally all it is a control seat. We did it in the last episode. But a small one, and then a metal detector, and a battery, alkaline battery. Okay, and we just want to make sure we have enough resources. I don't know what I'm still missing. Some basic computers. Guess I'm out of computers. That's out of iron. Grab some iron. Assembling bench 3. Wait, that's the other one. Fabricator's got a ton of iron. And do we have some extra copper in the survival kit? What is going on? Oh, that's all disappearing and moving somewhere. Weird. Moving to the fabricator, I guess? Yeah, we'll take some of this copper. Computers. What else did I need? Components, probably. I can also make computers in here pretty fast. We just need to bring over the wire. Same with electromagnets. Maybe we should throw some wire into the fabricator. And then I can make some electromagnets and some computers. Alright. You know what? I did this last time and stupid. Oh, it's just so annoying to use the little build planner when you don't have the right ingredients in the right buildings. And then you mess it up because you take things manually, and so we're just going to make the thing by hand and make sure we've got enough stuff for it. Minus the 6 components. I don't want those to get wasted. Battery components. Okay, and then we pop this on here. So we're missing 23 computers for the control seat, and we have everything else. Good to know. We'll switch to making some computers first. And then we will go investigate. I think the one where I went down to 600 meters, I didn't build the metal detector, so we'll try that. Try that location first. And I can always drill it and delete it, or grind it. So the only thing I lose is 6 alkaline power cells to do that. So it's a small cost to pay, I guess. Okay, perfect. So everything is buildable. So, what was it? The 600 one that we wanted to do? Where's that? Oh, let me make sure we have plenty of power and hydrogen. Yeah, we're good. Okay, ore patch 3, iron, ore patch 4. I don't think we've gone there yet. It's niter 7. Where are you? Full. There it was. Okay, what is that? An observation outpost. Looks like they're making... I wonder if those are meteor impacts too. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure this is an ore patch. It's got all the little dots, the dark dots around it. And we'll fly in all the way to the bottom. Ouch. A little pinball in here sometimes. Be careful. Gosh, this one's deep. Deep, deep, deep. Okay. So we are 600 meters deep, roughly. Fill out a little bit of space. Yeah, right? If you hit your head on rocks, I don't think you'd be that bouncy. But, what do I know? Alright, and now we need to make our little platform. That'll do it. Control seat. Whoa. There we go. Ore detector. Battery. Please find something. I forgot the alkaline power cells. Cool! Love it. Love it. Just love it. Get out of my way. You can see the really long spots where it's a straight line is where I just alt-tabbed out while the drill was going. Because once you like make minor adjustments, that's where you get those little corners. Alright, back home. At least we can fly 300 meters a second. Hitting the ground at that speed would not be ideal. Fill that hydrogen. Grab those 6 alkalines. In fact, can I fit a few more? Maybe I could get 12. Perfect. Okay, let's try that again. This time with more power. Electricity. Ooh, nice little tear in reality there. And my stuff's gone. Because it wasn't powered. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Fun game. It's a fun game, y'all. Well, at this point, should I just drill a little further? See what happens? Maybe we were only a few meters from greatness. What's up, Blue Squid? Oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. Oh, I didn't think about that. Stupid trash removal. If I had finished building the battery, it would have been fine, because then it would have been powered. But no. We were rewarded! Oh my gosh! And it's what we wanted! Or at least one of the things we wanted. It's oil sand, and it's right here! Oh, wow. What are the odds of that? I was like, yeah, we'll just go a few more meters. I was not expecting to find anything. This is why people are gamblers. Stuff like this happens. That's awesome. I doubt we'll find cobalt as well, because I think it's only 1 ore per patch. Yeah, we got oil sound now. No, I still haven't found cobalt. I've now found iron, sulfur, niter, coal, and oil sand. So I feel like cobalt is the next biggest one, and then, I mean, copper would be good eventually to find an actual patch of it. And then, I think of what else. Yeah, we'll need bauxite eventually as well for all the aluminum. And then at least once I have all those things, I can sort of build some normal stuff. Okay, I think this is the oil sand. Beautiful. Beautiful. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Delicious. Delicious.
Inventory full.
Okay, do we have stone?
Inventory full.
Alright, here we go. Get the heck out of here. Whoa, my game just got really laggy. So, ore patch 6 can be changed into oil sand. Beautiful. Okay, so with the oil sand, now we need to build the oil refinery thing, and then we need to build... I think that might be it. Or no. No, then we have to build... Where's... We need 2 buildings more to be able to process this into carbon, to be able to process that into ceramics. So we at least now have all of the raw resources we need to get ceramics. We will need a lot more buildings and a lot more power. But we have now officially achieved ceramics in some capacity. In the potential capacity, that is. But yeah, I think we'll need to call it a YouTube episode here. We're already over 2 hours. So, for those of you on YouTube, as always, thank you guys for watching. As always, it's a pleasure. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. Hopefully we can get some oil sand processed. Have a good one.